Hey guys, Steph, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are trying out a new foundation. Although I say new, it's been out for a little while now, but honestly, there have been so many new launches recently, and I'm not complaining because it means I have a lot of things to review, but also I'm kind of complaining because it means I can't keep up. But in today's video, we are trying out the BPerfect Chroma foundation, and then I also have the concealer to go along with it, so I figured we could try them out together and just do a good old-fashioned first impressions wear test foundation review. So let's do it. So yeah, ooh, what is this piece of hair doing? Ooh. So this is the new BPerfect Chroma Cover Foundation, and this is actually their first foundation that they've ever launched. They've also just launched the concealer to go along with it as well, so I thought I could try the two together, you know, see how they work. The foundation retails for $19.95, so not bad, not like super cheap, not super high end, it's somewhere in the middle, and then the concealer retails for just under £10, so again, not too bad. So yeah, I'm very curious about this, because like the BPerfect palettes are some of my all-time favorites, like the Stacey Marie palettes, so good, and then also their blushes, highlighters. There's like a few different products that I've tried from BPerfect that are really good, but this is their first foundation and concealer, so I'm very curious to just shove it on my face. So let's do just that. Let's chuck it on my face. That was so loud in my ear. Okay, let's just get started. By the way, if you haven't already, and if you like beauty videos, if you like me, if you just want to make me happy, please do consider liking this video, subscribing, turning on notifications, all the things. Like, I feel like this is like a little checklist that we need to do at the start of every video. If you'd like to do that, thank you very much. Fist bump, handshake. Again, I'm just gonna get started. I feel like I just need to like do something with myself, otherwise I'm just gonna chat a load of shit. I'm not sure wearing a white top was the best choice today. Every time I have to like pull it down to readjust, I'm very aware that my breast might just suddenly go bleh, bleh. Okay, let's put on a headband. This is actually gonna be one of the last, that one's no fun, This is actually, I think, gonna be one of the last videos I'm filming in this office. Is my head growing or something? Yeah, I'm so excited to change things up. I know I keep saying it and I feel like I've been saying it for so long now, but it's actually happening. Got everything in order, just need to film a couple of videos to make sure you guys have something to watch, and then I'm changing the offices. Very excited. So yeah, this is the BPerfect Chroma Cover Matte Foundation. It says that it has a full coverage matte finish, which you guys know, matte is not my thing. Full coverage definitely is. Like, don't get me wrong, I do like a slightly more natural look these days, but I'm also like, I know a good full coverage foundation when I see one. So I'm very intrigued by this. And I'm also really struggling to get in the box. So this is what the actual cardboard packaging looks like. It looks very nice. So it lifts up like this. This makes me feel like I've got my shit together. I like the packaging. Oh, I like the glass packaging as well. That's really nice. Like for a foundation that costs less than 20 quid, that is really nice packaging. So it's got a lid and a pump, and you get, is it 30 mil? Yeah, you get 30 mil in this one. So you get 30 mil in the foundation, it comes with a pump, and it is also glass packaging. Hopefully this color will suit me. Okay, so it looks like this. I feel like I've already taken too much because it just dawned on me again that this is supposed to be full coverage. So I definitely feel like I've taken too much, but as you can probably see, it's not running or anything. It's a very thick formula. And I mean, the color seems pretty good for me. I'm gonna use this one just so I don't have to open up another color. But yeah, this is N5, yeah, so neutral 5. And the primer or moisturizer that I'm gonna go in with beforehand is the one from Skin & Me. I've really been liking this recently. It's just very light, and I did moisturize my skin earlier on in the day. So I'm just gonna add a little bit extra with this. Do you know what I'm really dying to get my hands on? I've looked in every single Primark for, I don't know, the past month or two maybe. What is this on my nose? No, thank you. The Bobbi Brown dupe from Primark, the something and protect or whatever it's called, cannot find it anywhere. Let me know if you guys have tried it, because apparently it's a really good dupe for Bobbi Brown, and I'm determined to find it. Like, I will. I'll probably find it in like 3 months' time and be like, trying this out, and everyone will be like, Steph, yes, everyone's used it at this point. But yeah. Put a little bit of moisturizer on, it sinks in quite nicely. Really nice moisturizer for just like a primer for my skin. As you guys know, I like to use moisturizers over primers typically. I just find it works a lot better on my skin. So now we're gonna go in with this, and I'm definitely not gonna take this much. I feel like that's just gonna be way too much, but we'll see. Okay, so let's get our lovely macro camera on the go here, and I'm just gonna pat it on my cheek. I really don't know how full coverage this is gonna be. Weightless full coverage. How full coverage though? Because sometimes there's like full coverage and then there's like, no, I literally cannot see a single piece of your own skin full coverage. The color is pretty good though. Oh, it does really feel weightless. Oh, hello there, coverage. Hello. And it literally doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin other than the moisturizer that I just put on. Like, that's how lightweight it feels. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit more. By the way, please excuse my dodgy hairline right now. It literally looks like I've had some kind of hair transplant or something. I just had my roots done and the dye has just fully stuck to my hairline. So this is kind of like the before and after. This looks pretty good so far. What do you guys think? And I really did not need as much as what I put on my hand. I probably need like a third or a half of that. Let's get it right up in the hairline. Oh, this is good. Okay, so far so good. Very happy with this. And the thing is as well, like, it's really not too matte either. I mean, I've got to see how it looks when I powder it down, but it really doesn't look that matte at all. It's glowy, like, hello, where is the matteness? I don't really see it, and I'm not mad about that. I prefer that. You've got a nice sheen to the skin. It does just look more kind of like a demi matte sort of finish. I am just on one today. This is a really nice finish. I don't know if it's maybe the moisturizer underneath that's obviously making it a little bit less matte, but thoroughly enjoying this so far. I don't want to go too close to my under eyes. I don't mind putting a little bit under there, but I want to see how the concealer works in a second. But yeah, right now I'm just getting a nice even blend with everything. So yeah, this is how much foundation I have left. Like you can see, it is like a mound. You do not need this much. I'd say I probably used like 2 pumps, 1.5, 2 pumps. This goes a really, really long way. So don't do what I did. Take a little bit at first. I'm there so used to literally like putting clay basically all over my face, but you don't need to with this. Okay, what do you guys think so far? I think this looks really, really nice so far. Please powder down well. Please look good when I put powder on you, because the amount of times I fall in love with the foundation and then I put powder on it and I'm like, why did you ruin yourself like that? You played me. But yeah, so far so good with this. I'll give you guys a little close up right now with the macro camera so you can see how it looks really, really up close on my skin. It is like, it's kind of flawless, to be honest. Flawless, glowy, full coverage, and feels like nothing on my skin at all. So yeah, so far so good. So now I'm gonna go in with the Chroma liquid concealer. I'm gonna try the shade N3. I normally like to conceal with something a little bit lighter, not like too much so it looks like I've got white under eyes, but I do like something a little bit lighter. That might be too fair though. Okay, let's try a different color. Let's try N4. Okay, that's a slightly better tone. It's a little bit more yellowy. Still quite fair though, but we'll see what it looks like. So yeah, this is the concealer. It's just a fairly simple kind of tube. It's a plastic tube, and then you've got just a little standard kind of doe foot applicator there, but it's quite a flat doe foot, which I tend to prefer because it means you can just like glide right under the eyes. It's not too small, not too big. That's what she said. I'm sorry, okay? But I like this kind of doe foot, so I'm gonna go straight on my under eyes with that and do this for a minute. We'll see how full coverage it is. I might go in with like 12 more layers, we shall see. But let's blend that in with my sponge again. So yeah, I'm using the shade N4 now. Oh yes, okay, that's brightened my under eyes quite nicely there, but without looking too much, because that was what I was kind of worried about. I'm gonna take a little bit more, because that's what I do, and go over where I just put it, and a little bit in the middle. And then I'm gonna go on my lid as well, because I cannot stop looking at my just pink eyeballs. And again, the formula and the way this sits on my skin looks pretty good so far. I feel like I've not heard too many people talking about this foundation and concealer yet. I've definitely heard some people, and I've not heard anything bad about it, but I've not really heard anyone raving about it either. So I was very curious about it. I need to see how many shades they've got as well, actually, because I think they have quite a few shades. Let me just double check that before I forget. Okay, they've got 36 shades. That is pretty good. Especially for like your first foundation, like that's good. Like even some of the most prestigious brands come out and they're like, we've just launched a new foundation. There's 7 shades and 6 of them are beige. Enjoy. So yeah, I appreciate that. And I appreciate this concealer. I mean, this foundation is still giving me a nice amount of coverage, but this is giving me a little bit more and I'm liking it. I'm gonna even myself up here. Yeah, it's a nice applicator. I mean, this concealer says that it's matte, creates a flawless complexion with a velvet finish. I don't really see the matte side of things. I feel like maybe a lot of brands these days have like a new idea of matte, and that kind of matte I can really get on board with. It's no longer like a drying matte finish or something super powdery and that makes your face just look like cake. And I got nothing against cake, you guys know I don't, but I feel like these days a matte foundation isn't what a matte foundation used to be like when I first started out. Like before, if it was a matte foundation, it would be just like, okay, so there's gonna be literally zero shine or movement to your face. Whereas now I feel like brands have gotten a better idea of what matte on your face should be, because it's not necessarily like, I don't know, like a matte nail polish. It's like, no, this is on my face. I don't want to look completely 2D. I do want to go back in with a little bit more coverage though. Don't tell anyone, okay? It's our little secret. I mean, don't get me wrong, I normally go in with a concealer twice at least, but you know, noted, I'm going in with this one for a 3rd time to get the coverage I want. I can go around my lips as well. You know, I like to blank my lips out. Okay. See, oh God, I'm throwing my sponge everywhere. I really like how this looks so far. We do need to try it out with powder though. So I of course have my Laura Mercier honey powder and I'm gonna take a little bit of that in my lid. You all know the drill by now. You've heard me say this probably like 8,012 times. I'm going to pull my top down casually. So that wasn't my nipple, that was a shadow, promised you. And I'm gonna take this brush here from Morphe, it's the M536, and just set out inwards. Out to in. Little bit on my lid just for the time being. I am actually going to be filming another video in a second, so if you're wondering about why I'm not doing like other makeup on my face today in this video, it's because I'm filming another video in a second. So yeah, you can stay tuned for that, but just for now I'm going to go over my lids very, very lightly. Okay, with powder it definitely becomes, you know, obviously more matte, but again, it's quite a nice matte. Who am I and what have we done with me? Okay, I'm now going in with a fluffy brush, taking a very small amount, and I'm gonna start around my jaw. I don't know why I'm like cupping my face here as if like, I don't wanna drop any powder. And again, if you're new here, I don't use a lot of powder. So when you see me like doing foundation reviews and stuff, I really don't use that much. Like you can barely see any, like there's like nothing really coming off the brush. It's just sitting in the bristles. So when I do press it, it's just giving me a very, very light dusting of powder just to set my face. It's not to like really mattify everything. It's just so that I have that kind of insurance that my face ain't gonna melt halfway through the day. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. It's obviously a lot more matte. Of course it is. Just put powder on it. But again, you still have that shine to the skin. Like you can still see light reflecting off it. It doesn't look wet. It is, yeah, it does feel totally matte. There's not any like stickiness or tackiness to my skin, so it's not like I need to apply more powder. It's totally set down, but you've still got the light bouncing off my cheeks and the areas that I wanted. So yeah, this is looking pretty good so far. Like the first impressions right now, I really, really rate this. We just need to see how long this lasts for. So I'm gonna go and do the rest of my makeup. I'll come back, show you guys how everything looks with like, you know, a full face on, and then we'll do like a little wear test. So I'm now gonna go and film the other video, which is coming very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys in a second for the finished look, okay? Okay, right, see you in a sec. All right, guys, so this is the finished look, and being totally transparent with you, I totally forgot to film the little check-in beforehand. So I've actually had this makeup on now for 6 hours. Around about 6 hours or so. I think I finished it, like the other video, at around about 12:30, and it is now just gone 6:30 in the evening. So I've already had this on for 6 hours. All I did was touch up my lipstick a little bit just for a thumbnail for another video, but I haven't touched up my face, haven't done anything. I've eaten, like I've had this makeup on my face now for, yeah, around about 6 hours. I'm not taking it off yet, so this isn't like my full final check-in, but can we please take a minute for this foundation? Literally, 6 hours wear, and it looks so good. It looks really, really good. And it's so annoying that I actually forgot to do my check-in like once I'd done a full face, because the way that powder applied on top was so nice. I didn't have a single issue with it at all. Bronzer, blusher, all of that. I even added a cream onto it as well. No problems with it whatsoever. So yeah, so far, feeling very, very good about this. It's not necessarily like a first impressions. It's now like a halfway through impressions. But yeah, I'm going to be wearing this for a few more hours. I'm going to go and do a little bit of work. I also really want to play my Switch for a little bit, because I've been playing the 2 Point Hospital game. If any of you remember, there was a game like when I was younger called Theme Hospital. It's basically the same thing. I'm obsessed with it. I've had it for ages, but I'm back on it now. It's so funny. You have to like, there's like weird illnesses where I can't even remember the name of it, but it's like the cause for the illness is drinking toilet water. It's like stupid things like that. Basically, I love that game. If you haven't tried it and if you have a Switch, check it out. But yeah, I want to play that as well. So I don't intend on taking this makeup off for a few hours now. I'm not doing anything crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go do some work. I'll probably have my headphones on and I'm gonna go sit on the sofa and, like I said, have a really, really tough evening of playing that game. But I will keep this on for a few more hours and then I will check back with you guys and we'll see how it looks. And I'll probably get around at least 8 or 9 hours worth of wear out of it, maybe even more if I can. I do wanna have a bath later and wash my hair. But yeah, we should be able to get a good chunk of time in there. But yeah, I do intend on wearing this for just a little bit longer as well, try and rack those hours up. But yeah, let me know what you think so far. I'll do like a macro shot and everything. My hair's a little bit frizzy and all over the place, but I really, really like how this looks. Like this is just good all over. I'm obsessed with it. I realized as well when I went into the bathroom, I don't know if you can tell, but it's just this lighting sometimes, like it's just difficult to see with like glaring lights on your face, but it's not 100% on my neck. That's fine. I'll just wear a turtleneck, but how it looks on my face, obsessed. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do my stuff for a couple of hours and then I will check back with you guys a little bit later and we'll see how it wears. Like I said, I'm gonna try to aim for like 8, 9, 10 hours. We'll see, but yeah, obsessed with it so far. I will see you guys in a second. So there's me being like, I'll try and wear this for a few more hours. It is now, like literally looking at these lights is so intense right now. It is now 2:30 in the morning. It's another one of my infamous late nights. So yeah, I've had this on for a long time and I am knackered. I was literally like, oh my God, I'm gonna go to bed. And I was like, I haven't finished the end of this video. So I am definitely not looking too hot right now. I'm in my hoodie covered in cat hair, been chilling on the sofa. My hair is all over the place, but let's try and focus on the makeup for a second, specifically the foundation and concealer. It's obviously a bit more glowy. And by that, I mean a bit more oily, but I've had this on now for over 12 hours, 13 hours, around about 13 hours or so. Like I said, ignore how tired my eyes look, my crusty lips, like my hair, everything. Let's just focus on the skin. It actually looks pretty damn good. I did scratch my face earlier on, and I don't know if it's actually really done much. I don't really think it has. I was like scratching my face and I was like, don't do that, you have makeup on. But yeah, I am very, very impressed with this foundation. Like, it is late, my brain has just turned into mush, but if you guys like matte, but kind of like satin, demi-matte finish foundations, if you like coverage, this lasts a really, really long time on the skin and it looks good. It looks good from the get-go, it looks good throughout, and even after like 12 or 13 hours wear, it looks a little bit more shiny. But after 12 or 13 hours wear, you're probably gonna go, okay, let me just like powder this down a little bit, blotting paper, whatever, and it takes the shine away. And it just looks really, really good. Like, it looks really, really good. It might be a new favorite of mine. Like, when I wanna go all out, full coverage, the foundation especially, might be a new favorite of mine. The concealer has creased a little bit, but again, it's kind of to be expected after 12 or 13 hours wear, but it really isn't that bad. It's just something to note. But yeah, the foundation, considering I barely powdered it down as well, didn't wear any setting spray, anything like that, it looks pretty good. I don't. Ignore everything about me right now, but the skin, I'm very, very impressed. And yeah, for literally like less than 20 quid, I think this is a really, really good foundation. You barely need anything. So yeah, if you guys like full coverage, try this bad boy out because it is dope. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I need to go to bed. I'm like, I cannot wait to just like rip this makeup off my face right now. I need to go to bed. Sleep well, everyone, depending on what time it is that you watch this video. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm losing my voice. Try that again. Now there's a hair in my mouth. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you've tried out this foundation or concealer yet. And yeah, let me know what you think of how it lasted on my skin, because I am very, very impressed with this. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. My brain, like I said, has just turned into mush right now. So I'm gonna leave it here. If you enjoyed this video or find it helpful, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me, because I upload all the damn time. Also, let me know what other foundations or makeup in general you guys want me to try out, because I can definitely get around to doing that. Anyway, bedtime. I love ya, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Why do I do this to myself? Okay, sleep.